He's a young player coming up, and we just continue to get swept, and we just can't seem to get over the hump. It's like, man, am I costing my team the ability to win a championship?
Right.
What do I need to do? Against the Celtics in 2008, I was like, man, I'm never going to win another championship. Or maybe everybody was right. Like, I can't win without Shaq. And then it's like, well, no, you can't. No, maybe you'll go down one day, but today's not going to be that day. And you just got to bounce back and just keep it.
Kobe Bryant never won a real ring without Shaq. That's what people used to say. They claimed he couldn't do it alone, that he wasn't clutch like LeBron. Really? We're talking about the man who stayed loyal to one franchise for 20 straight years. The man who rebuilt from the ashes of 2004, who faced one of the most stacked super teams in NBA history and looked them straight in the eye, saying, "Bet." That's the guy people are questioning?
There's been a lot being said, and I think T-Mac said it first, that had he been on that Lakers team, that he believed they'd have won as many championships as Shaq and Kobe. Shaq co-signed what he said. And a lot of people are like, come on, bro. Everybody just got revisionist history now.
Right. While LeBron formed the Heatless, while KD joined a 73-win team, and while today's stars are already on their third franchise by the age of 30, Kobe Bryant did something that feels almost impossible in 2025. He stayed. He rebuilt. He conquered. And before you jump in with, but he had pow. Yeah, he did. One All-Star. Not two. Not three. Just one. Today, we're breaking down why Kobe's championships hit different, why his loyalty meant everything, and why so many people still can't admit that he did it the hard way.
Leadership is lonely, especially for those that have my personality. When things are not going the right way, you feel like you can pick this whole train up and get it to where it needs to go by yourself.
Stevie said right there, I want you to go there early. Listen to me. Go there early.
If they're not coming along, then you just drag them along. I'm not going to be afraid of confrontation to get us to where we need to go.
You and Cole. Matter of fact, put your hands on me. Don't touch me the rest of the scrimmage. All right, let's see. Put your hands on me. All right.
There's a big misconception where people think winning or success comes from everybody putting their arms around each other and patting them on the back when they mess up, and that's just not reality.
Let's take a look at what Kobe was really up against. In 2008, the Boston Celtics had just formed the NBA's first modern super team. Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and Kevin Garnett. 3 future Hall of Famers who basically said, forget competing, let's team up and guarantee rings. Skip Bayless called them the most talented trio ever assembled, and Stephen A. Smith went as far as saying, the league is over for the next 5 years. And what did they do to Kobe? They humiliated him, 131-92 in Game 6 of the 2008 Finals. The Lakers lost by 39 points in an elimination game. Now, you know what happens in today's NBA after that? The star demands a trade, joins another superstar, or takes the easy route to the team that beat him. But Kobe, he did the exact opposite. He looked at Dr. Jerry Buss and said, "Don't trade me. Get me one piece, just one, and I'll handle the rest." That piece was Pau Gasol, a one-time All-Star who Memphis basically gave away for Kwame Brown and 2 late picks. The same Pau Gasol who had never even won a single playoff series before teaming up with Kobe Bryant.
Fue mi hermano y siempre será mi hermano.
He's the big brother that I never had.
When he retires, he will have his number in the rafters next to mine. Because I don't win those championships without Powell.
Shots, let's go!
We know that. Everybody knows that.
Him coming here to this organization changed everything.
And it's like, Pau, welcome to the team, man. Super happy that you're here. But now let's go win a championship. And he would give me that look. I'm like, hey, you ready? Just to engage me. A guy that is not going to settle for anything else than excellence.
Kobe on the backboard. Slams it from Pau Gasol.
We built another dynasty together. I won't be able to thank him enough for that. But he's just an amazing person.
My daughter's full name is Elizabeth Gianna Gasol. To have Gianna's name, remembering her and having her present, it represents so much. I'm just going to try to be a good father to my daughter, a good uncle to his daughters.
He's just a great person, man. And
Meanwhile,
aside from being a champ,
let's look at what other stars were doing. In 2010, LeBron James announced, "I'm taking my talents to South Beach," and joined forces with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. 3 top 15 players all on the same roster. Pat Riley was literally in tears at the press conference because he knew they had just broken basketball. Then in 2016, Kevin Durant made his move, joining the very team that beat him. The Golden State Warriors, fresh off a 73-win season, already stacked with Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green.
I was tired of playing in that system. I was tired of having to be the only guy that can make threes, make jump shots, and consistently make them. So my mind was already thinking about how can I develop my game more so than the Warriors versus Thunder, that rivalry. Even if that was a rivalry, I didn't give a fuck. I just wanted to keep developing my game. On top of that, we only played them one time in the playoffs, so I didn't really feel a genuine deep hate for the Warriors. Me going there and playing for them, it didn't matter if we'd have won or lost the series. I wanted to play there and live in the Bay.
But here's where things get spicy. And yeah, this is the part that's going to trigger some people in the comments. If Kobe had done what those guys did, if he had joined Tim Duncan back in 2004, or teamed up with Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce, or formed a big three with Chris Paul and Dwight Howard when they wanted him to, the GOAT debate wouldn't even be a debate. There wouldn't be Jordan versus LeBron. It would be Jordan versus Kobe, and everyone else would be fighting for third place. But he didn't take that route, and that's exactly what makes him different.
So are you saying that Kobe's first 8 years are better than LeBron's first 8 years?
I think Kobe's a better player in his first 8 years than LeBron was. And I think Kobe was a better player in the next 8 years than LeBron was. So I just think Kobe was a better player. And I think he's a better fit with Shaq.
So this is a biased take.
I think Kobe's better than LeBron.
I just don't know what else you want from LeBron.
You said that LeBron would have to take a back seat and be more of that playmaker. So then if LeBron's doing that, we do not look at LeBron the same way then.
Now let's talk about the haters, because oh boy, did they come out in full force. After 2004, when Shaq left the Lakers, the narrative flipped overnight. Bill Simmons wrote, "Kobe Bryant will never win another championship as the best player on his team. Book it." Charles Barkley went on TNT and said, "Kobe ran Shaq out of town, and now he's going to learn what it's like to be Tracy McGrady." And even Magic Johnson, yes, Magic himself, went on ESPN and said, "I don't know if Kobe has what it takes to lead a team to a championship."
So I'm looking at Shaq, and you got to think, San Antonio and the Lakers won all the fucking championships at that time. Nobody else was winning. So when I said it, and here's what I do want to say. Ain't nobody replacing Kobe, right? Nobody's replacing Kobe.
Subscribe if you remember where you were when Kobe dropped 81. Because after that, something happened. Something today's players don't even try anymore. Kobe went through the process. The real process. Not tanking. Not team hopping. The actual, painful, grinding process of rebuilding a championship team from the ground up. In 2005, the Lakers lost in the first round. In 2006, they blew a 3-1 lead to Phoenix. In 2007, they lost in the first round again. So what did Kobe do? He reminded everyone exactly who he was. He dropped 81 points on Toronto. He scored 62 in just 3 quarters against Dallas. He put up 65 on Portland, and 61 at Madison Square Garden. He was averaging 35 to 36 points per game, single-handedly dragging Smush Parker and Kwame Brown to the playoffs. And through all that, teams were calling non-stop. The Bulls offered Luol Deng, Ben Gordon, and draft picks. The Pistons offered Rip Hamilton and Tayshaun Prince. Even Dr. Buss was ready to make a deal, but Kobe said no. He told them, "I want to retire a Laker."
So when you saw that you couldn't motivate others, they were lazy, how did you respond?
Go up to Phil's office and Mitch's office, and we have a nice salary cap conversation about how we can move these players and get them out of there, pack them up and move them out.
So you were the general manager?
Well, no, but I was the one that was like, listen, at the end of the day, when the career is said and done, I'd be damned if I lose these championships because I'm playing with a bunch of lazy dudes. This is not happening. So either, this train is going this way, one way or the other. You're going to be on it, you're going to be off it, or you're going to be under it. It is what it is. I like to motivate players to be better. I don't want to have to motivate you to get in the gym in the first place.
When has LeBron ever said that about Cleveland? When has KD ever said that about any team? Then came 2009 and 2010, Kobe's revenge tour. First, let's set the stage. The Lakers' second-best player during those championship years was Pau Gasol, who made just one all-star team in that stretch. 1. The rest of the roster? Lamar Odom, a sixth man. Andrew Bynum, talented but injured half the time. Ron Artest, unpredictable and volatile. Derek Fisher, 35 years old and running on pure experience. Now, look at what they were up against. In 2009, the Orlando Magic led by Dwight Howard, a dominant force in his absolute prime. The same Dwight who would later join Kobe with Nash and still fail to win. Then 2010, the Boston Celtics. The big three of Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen. Add Rajon Rondo, who was becoming a star, plus Rasheed Wallace and Kendrick Perkins, a loaded roster built to end dynasties. Game 7 of the 2010 NBA Finals. The ultimate revenge game. Kobe shot just 6 for 24. And yeah, people still bring that up. But here's what they miss. He grabbed 15 rebounds. As a shooting guard. More than Powell, more than Bynum, more than anyone except Kevin Garnett. He was playing through a broken finger, a knee that needed surgery, and still carried the team emotionally when no one else would shoot. Ron Artest was 0-for-5 at one point. The Lakers were down 13 in the third quarter, and Kobe refused to fold.
As tough as he is, he was writhing in pain. So if you see Kobe writhing in pain, then you know it hurts.
Yeah.
And dislocations hurt.
Yeah.
And he had there's different degrees of dislocations.
Mm-hmm.
And if you could see my face, I really had to put a lot of traction on that bone to get it back in place. That's how dislocated it was.
Mm-hmm.
I put it in, as soon as I did, you could just see that his pain went away. Anybody else would have still been in pain, but he
walked right back on the court.
Yeah, before I could even tape it, because I wanted to tape it, he was already gone.
Who made the plays? Who got to the free throw line? Who refused to lose? After the game, Bill Simmons, the same guy who once claimed Kobe would never win another championship, admitted his mistake, tweeting, "I was wrong about Kobe. Dead wrong." Paul Pierce, who had talked all that trash before the series, said in the post-game interview, "Kobe Bryant is the best player in the world. Period." Even LeBron James, who had just formed his super team in Miami, posted, "Respect to the Mamba. He earned that one." Now, let's play a little what-if game that'll blow your mind. Scenario 1. 2004. What if Kobe had joined Tim Duncan? The Spurs allegedly offered Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili for him. Imagine a team with Kobe, Duncan, and Coach Popovich. That wouldn't be just 5 championships. That could have been 8, maybe even 10. Scenario 2. 2007. What if Kobe had demanded a trade to Chicago? He would have teamed up with Derrick Rose, who the Bulls drafted in 2008, alongside Joakim Noah and Tom Thibodeau's defensive system. Would LeBron have even made it to the finals in the 2010s if that happened? Scenario 3. 2012. What if Kobe had left for the Clippers? Chris Paul was actively recruiting him. Picture CP3, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, and Kobe on one team. That's not just a championship roster. That's a dynasty that might have stopped the Warriors era before it ever began. But here's the thing. Kobe didn't do any of that. You know why? Because he understood something today's players often forget. Legacy isn't just about collecting rings. It's about how you win them. Michael Jeffrey Jordan never left Chicago, never formed a super team, and never took the easy road. And neither did Kobe Bryant.
I don't think boys want to take everybody one-on-one.
I know, right? We talking about Kobe? Yeah.
He don't let the game come to him. He just go out there and take it.
He's gonna take people. He's gonna make it.
Make this shit happen. I'm gonna make this a one-on-one game.
Look, I figured after the first 4 attempts, didn't go in. He was gonna shoot.
After the first 4 attempts, if I was a teammate, I wouldn't pass him. Hey, you want this ball again, brother? You better rebound.
LeBron James. 4 rings. 2 came with the Miami Heat super team, 1 with Kyrie and Love in Cleveland, and 1 with Anthony Davis in the bubble. Different jerseys, different teams. Heat, Cavs, twice, Lakers. And in every single championship, he had multiple All-Stars by his side. Kevin Durant, 2 rings, both with the Warriors super team. He joined a 73-win team that had already proven it could win without him. Now he's on his third team, still trying to buy another championship. Stephen Curry, 4 rings. An all-time great, no question. He stayed loyal to Golden State, but he also had Klay Thompson and Draymond Green through every title run, then added Kevin Durant for good measure. He never had to rebuild from nothing. Now, Kobe Bryant, 5 rings. 3 with Shaq, sure, but 2 as the undisputed best player on the team. 1 franchise, 20 years. He rebuilt the Lakers from a lottery team back to a champion. And before you start typing, but Kobe had Pau, let me remind you, before Kobe, Pau Gasol had 0 playoff series wins. After Kobe, 0 finals appearances. Meanwhile, Dwayne Wade won without LeBron. Kyrie Irving won without LeBron. Anthony Davis was dominating before LeBron. Klay and Draymond won before and after Kevin Durant. You see the difference? And here's where some of you might get a little triggered. The reason people can't fully accept Kobe's greatness is because he exposed what the modern NBA really is: soft. Today's stars text each other about teaming up. They train together in the summer. They plan super teams like business deals. They care more about being friends than beating each other. Shannon Sharpe said it best. These guys today are too buddy-buddy. Kobe. He would never have worked out with LeBron in the offseason. He didn't want to collaborate. He wanted to destroy him. Kobe didn't want to win with you. He wanted to win through you, over you, in spite of you. When Chris Paul and Dwight Howard wanted to team up with him in 2011, you know what Kobe said? "I don't want it to be easy." When has LeBron ever said that? When has KD ever turned down help? And here's what the media never wants to admit. If we're talking degree of difficulty, Jordan had Pippen for all 6 rings, a top 25 player of all time. LeBron has played with more All-Stars than any superstar in NBA history. Magic had Kareem and Worthy. Bird had McHale and Parrish. But Kobe, in 2009 and 2010 combined, he had just one All-Star teammate, Pau Gasol. Let's look at 2010. The Celtics had Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, Rajon Rondo, 4 All-Stars. The Lakers? Kobe and Pau. That's it. Yet who won Game 7 in the most hostile environment in basketball? The man who refused to stack the deck. And I know, some of you are already typing about efficiency ratings, PER, true shooting percentage, and whatever analytics you can throw out. But answer this. Who would you rather build your franchise around? The guy who leaves when it gets tough? Or the guy who stays and figures it out? The guy who needs 2 other top 10 players? Or the guy who wins with 1 All-Star and a bunch of role players? The guy who takes pay cuts to stack teams? Or the guy who takes the max and says, earn it? Kobe Bryant didn't just win championships. He won them the right way. The hard way. The way that nobody does anymore because it's too difficult. And maybe that's why people can't fully accept it. Because if they admit Kobe did it the hard way, they have to admit their favorite player took shortcuts. LeBron needed Wade and Bosh. Then Kyrie and Love. Then AD. KD needed Steph, Klay, and Draymond. Even Giannis needed Middleton and Holiday to play at all-star levels. Kobe. He needed Pau and willpower. That's it. 20 years. 1 team. 5 championships. 2 without a super team. 0 shortcuts. That's not just a career. That's a statement. That's a challenge to every player who came after him. Can you do what I did? Can you stay loyal? Can you rebuild? Can you win without stacking the deck? So far, the answer is no. Until someone wins multiple championships as the best player, without forming a super team, without jumping ship, without taking the easy road, the debate isn't about who's the GOAT. It's about who had the guts to do it like Kobe. Mamba out. Now be honest. Could your favorite player have won in 2009 and 2010 with Kobe's supporting cast? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you made it this far, you already know what to do. Subscribe for more real talk about the legends who didn't take shortcuts.